Hello, and welcome to Glitter Goddess Yoga. I'm Trent, and today we're doing a restorative grounding flow. Um, just a few announcements before we get started. Different location today. We're in my room. Um, there's going to be construction downstairs in the space that I normally would do the class, but um, since there's going to be work downstairs, we're just going to be up here for today. Um, yeah, sorry, my room's kind of a mess at the moment, but we'll get through it. So, some announcements before we get started. Again, shout out to Providence Community Libraries for making these classes happen. Go check out their YouTube page at PCL. Go check out their programming on the YouTube page at PCL. If there's anything that's not a part of your practice today, feel free to do what do what feels good for your body. Um, Take a child's pose. Um, you know, if you need to take a step away for any moment, you know what I mean, do what you need to do. Um, and have some water by your side to stay hydrated. Have some pillows and blankets if you want to utilize them in today's session. But besides that, let's get started. Okay. So meeting me on your mat. Fix the camera real fast. Okay. Come into your comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Spine reaching nice and long. Relaxing the shoulders. Relax the muscles in the face. Being mindful of the breath and bringing your awareness to your breath. With every inhale and exhale, breathing and engaging with the belly. Inhaling what you need, exhaling what you don't. And coming out of your last exhale or inhale, gently dropping the head towards the right side, engaging with the left sides of our neck, breathing through your stretch. And slowly, with control, rolling the head forward, bringing the chin towards the chest, stretching the backs of our neck. And slowly rolling the head over to the left side, left ear to left shoulder, stretching the right sides of our neck. Breathe into your sensations. And slowly rotating the head forward once more, bringing the chin towards the chest. And rolling the head to the right or left side, rolling the head all the way around, engaging with the muscles in our neck, still being mindful of the breath here. Breathe into your stretch. And reverse your rotation, go in the other direction. And your last exhale slowly with control, bringing the head back to center. And gently just rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. And slowly bringing your rotation to stillness. And we're just going to open up the arms, reaching out long. And we're going to cross over, right over left, bending the left arm, dropping the right shoulder. And if you want to move into something more of a challenge, you can move into eagle arms, which you'll bend the right arm, letting both palms grab each other, lifting up the elbows, all inhaling, and then exhale to push the forearms away from the face. And on your last exhale, you can release, opening up the arms wide once more. And we're going to cross over, left over right, bending the right arm, dropping the left shoulder. We're just going to bend the left arm, letting the palms touch each other, grabbing each other. Inhale to rising up both arms. Exhale to push the forearm away from the face. On your last exhale, you can release, opening up the arms wide. And we're just going to switch our posture with our arms reaching out long in front of us. And we're just going to rotate the wrist. And reverse your rotation. Go in the other direction. And flipping the palms, fingers facing us, forearms facing out. Placing the hands into the floor or your mat. Engaging with the forearms. And feel free to add some heat to the forearms to ease up on the tension. Breathing through your sensations here. And flipping the palms, backs of the palms facing into the floor, fingers facing us, forearms facing us. And we're going to open and close the palms, creating a fist to pulsate our wrist. Flipping the palms once more, forearms facing out. And releasing the wrists and the palms from the floor, giving them a little shake. And then bringing them together for a figure eight. And now we're going to find our way to all fours, tabletop. Finding your way. You can also use this time to take a sip of water. And coming to tabletop, all fours, making sure we're stacked, feeling strong. And we're just going to inhale, rising up the right arm, opening up towards the right side. And keeping the hips where they are, We're going to dive the right arm under the left, dropping the right shoulder into the floor or your mat. Breathing through your stretch here. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly make our way back to tabletop, coming back to all fours. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Inhaling, rising up the left arm. And keeping the hips where they are. We're going to dive the left arm under the right, dropping the left shoulder into your floor or your mat. Breathing through your stretch here on the other side. And on your last exhale, slowly making your way back to tabletop. And from here, we're going to move into some cat cows. So inhaling, slight lift of the chin, engaging with the lower back. For cow, exhaling, releasing the hips, pushing through the upper back. For cat, inhaling, engaging with the lower back. Exhaling. For cat. And feel free to use this time to do a couple cat cows on your own. And finishing up on your last cat or cow. We're going to bring our big toes to touch, widen our knees just a bit, and sit the hips down and back for a child's pose. And still holding this child's pose, we're just going to crawl both hands over to the left side, stretching the right side body. And when you're ready, crawling both hands over to the right side, stretching the left side body. And when you're ready, crawling both hands back to center and going into your child's pose. So that means if you want to go deeper into your child's pose or make it smaller. And when you're ready, slowly coming back to tabletop. You can also use this time to sip some water. Coming back to tabletop, we're just gonna extend the left leg out long, keep the right leg where it's at, tucking the back toes, and we're just gonna pulsate that back left ankle, engaging with the entire left leg. And we're gonna bring this left leg back to meet the right. And we're gonna do the same with the right leg, reaching it out long, tucking the back toes. And gonna pulsate that back right ankle, engaging with the entire right leg. And we're going to keep that right leg where it's at. And we're going to bring the left leg to meet the right, going up into high plank or your high plank. For modification, you can move down to the forearms. We're feeling strong in your plank, engaging with your core, and slowly with control, lowering down towards the floor or your mat. We're going to tuck the palms under the armpits, pushing into the floor, elbows reaching back, pushing into the floor, rising up into cobra, up dog, or baby cobra. And slowly with control, lowering back down towards the floor or your mat. Resting here just a moment. Pushing into the floor, rising up into up dog cobra or baby cobra. Tucking the back toes, pushing the hips up and back. For a downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal your feet, bend your knees. And slowly with control, walking the hands towards the feet. Hanging heavy in the forward fold here. Inhaling, pressing on the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, pressing on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, pressing on the shins. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees. And slowly rolling all the way up to standing, taking your time. And once you reach the top, rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. And relaxing the shoulders, palms by our side. Feeling grounded in the feet. Feeling strong. Inhaling, rising the arms up. Exhaling, releasing into mountain pose. Inhaling, extended mountain pose. And exhaling, swan diving, hinging at the hips, all the way down for a forward fold. Hanging heavy here. Inhaling, pressing on the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, belly on top of thighs. And crawling the hands forward, crawling into your plank. Feeling strong. And slowly with control, lowering down into the floor or your mat. Chaturanga, rising up into up dog, cobra, or baby cobra. Tucking the back toes, pushing the hips up and back. For a downward facing dog. Inhaling, rising up the right leg. We're going to float that right knee toward in front of the chest and gently laying that leg down between the palms, going into your pigeon pose, excuse me. And if you have any props or pillows that you want to utilize at this time, feel free. You can place the pillow or the blanket under the leg that you're on top of. So just letting that rest under as you rest over. And on your last exhale, removing your props if you have any. Lifting up, tucking the left toes, releasing the right leg, coming back up into a downward facing dog or child's pose. On your next inhale, rising up the left leg and floating that left knee above the chest. And with control, lowering down the knee between the palms. Going into pigeon on the other side. So just like on the other side, placing something under your thigh for more support. I'm using the blanket, but if you want to also use a pillow, that can also work for you if that's more comfortable for you, or something like this, or like a block. Doing what's good for your body, listening to your body. And on your last exhale, you can removing your props, tucking the toes of the right foot, pushing up into the off the floor, releasing the left leg, bringing it to meet the right, and slowly with control lowering both knees to the floor. From here, going into your child's pose. You can also use this time to take a sip of water. And however you want to get there, slowly making your way onto your sits bones. Stretching both legs out long. We're just gonna bend the right knee and place the right leg over the left leg. And using the left arm, we're gonna reach over, grabbing the other side of the right leg and bringing that right leg as close to us as possible. Breathing through the right leg, the right thigh. And also you can use the right arm as a pillar for some support. And on your last exhale, releasing the right leg, bringing it back to meet the left, giving it a little shake. And we're going to bend the left leg and we're going to place it over the right. With the right palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing all the way around on the left leg and bringing that left leg as close to us as possible, using the left arm as a pillar. Breathing through your stretch. And on your last exhale, releasing the left leg, bringing it back to meet the right. We're going to tuck in the right leg, letting the left leg be long, sitting up nice and tall. Crawling both hands down the left leg, grabbing the shin of the foot, and using our breath to guide our chest towards the left leg, hinging at the hips. And on your last exhale, you can release, bringing the spine back to neutral. Releasing the right leg. And we're going to tuck in the left, sitting up nice and tall. Right leg reaching nice and long. Spine reaching nice and long as well. Crawling both hands down the right leg, grabbing the shin of the foot, and using our breath as a guide to lower our chest closer and closer towards our right leg. And slowly Bringing the spine back to neutral. Releasing the left leg. Give both legs a shake. We're going to bend the knees, placing the feet into the floor. Reaching out long and slowly with control, lowering ourselves down towards the floor, engaging with our core without straightening our legs. And once you reach the floor, you can give both your knees a swipe from side to side. And slowly bringing your rocking to stillness. Bringing their feet together like a prayer, opening up for incline butterfly. And if you have pillows and blankets, you can place them either under either side for some support. Or place it under the lower back. And slowly with control, you can release, bringing the knees back up towards the sky, planting the feet into the floor. We're going to rise our hips up into the air along with our legs, grabbing the outsides of the feet for happy baby. And on your last exhale, curling up into a little ball, as small as you can. Bring the knees towards the belly or your chest. releasing all your limbs into the floor. Lying here in Shavasana, corpse pose, resting here. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, bringing some movement back to the body. rolling over to the right or left side for a moment of comfort before pushing up into a seated position. When you're ready, sitting in your comfortable seat, resting the palms on top of the knees, heart center, or placing both palms on top of the heart. And we're going to close with 4 breaths. A breath for the ancestors in our, excuse me, a breath for our ancestors who was here before slavery and colonization. Breathing in, a breath to thank yourself for your practice today. Breathing in, a breath to thank others for their support. Breathing in, and this last breath, let's take a breath for everyone on the planet. Breathing in, the human in me bows down to the human in you. Namaste. And thank you for joining me today. And before we go, I have a few closing announcements. So, strange. Excuse me. Send us your thoughts and feedback. You can't even see me. Send us your thoughts and feedback on what you want to see different or more of. Um, we are receiving donations from via Venmo at the Glitter Goddesses for our decolonization project. You can also find us on Facebook at the Glitter Goddess Collective plus House of Glitter. You can check out our website at theglittergoddesscollective.org for other virtual and COVID safe in person offerings this month or any month after. Also, thank you again for PCL for making this happen. Again, check out their YouTube page for their programming. It's pretty cool. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Later.